in the shop with the Rotary S15. 13B S15 that is no longer a DCT car, which I'm very happy about. We have a CDO9 transmission in here, and we're finally going to be driving this again and working on it again. If I'm honest, when we were building the 3-rotor car, we had to rob some parts from this car, and it was really heartbreaking because I knew right when that happened that this thing wouldn't be running for a while. And that's exactly what happened. But the most important thing that we stole was the alternator bracket and alternator from this car. But we got a brand new DC power one on there now, so this thing runs. And now we can finally get back to getting this car to 100% and drifting. Now, my first few laps in it, I knew immediately I needed to change the ratio in the diff. It was just, the gears are too long. It doesn't let the rotary like stay in its peak power band, and it was just not good, and I was gonna probably murder my clutch if I kept driving it. So on the list of one of the biggest things I wanted to do is getting a higher ratio in the rear. It's a 350Z diff, it's welded, but I think it's a 3.5. And Z1 Motorsports sells a bunch of different ring and pinion sets that you can get a higher ratio, lower if you'd want that, but that's not fun. So I was able to find a 4:3 ratio, which is kind of insane, but I think it's gonna be perfect for this. And I don't wanna do this more than once, so I just went as high as possible to get the gears like closer together and hopefully have a lot more fun car to drive. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. And also, it's a rotary car with no proper muffler on it and not a complete exhaust. So Alberto is going to be finally finishing the exhaust on this to hopefully make it less painful and not super loud. The diff is something I'm really excited about. Again, I'm going from a 3.5 to a 4.3, and I did this once ever on the BMW. On the E36, I had to change the ratio, and it took a really long time, and it was really complicated, so I found an awesome video on how to do this for a 350Z diff. I'm just gonna put the link in the description because I'm not gonna really be talking through a lot of this. I'm going to be frantically paying attention to a video and trying not to mess this up because I really don't wanna do this again, and this stuff was pretty expensive. So that's what's on the agenda today. Hopefully, somewhere in this video, we're gonna be sending it in the S15. Oh wait, I need a microphone. I need the... Today we're gonna be going from a 3.5 to a 4.3 in my 350Z diff that's in my rotary swap S15. And this is the new ring and pinion set. It's really nice. Okay, alright, cut. Also on Z1, it comes with everything you need to do like a complete rebuild. Because a lot of times when we're taking these seals out or bearings out, they're gonna get damaged. So they have an option that you just select all, and they send you the ring and pinion and everything else that you need. Well, we'll find out if it's everything that we need very shortly, but shout out to them, that's really cool. You don't have to go through piece by piece, finding all these individual parts to rebuild a diff. feel like a 4.3 now second is 1.2 is really, really short, and then third is too long to make the compound work. And then second, you're just like not making any smoke or like have very little wheel speed. But second around here still feels good if I just like get off the limiter at times. But you never know, like other tracks, maybe this is gonna feel sick and be perfect. Regardless, it's so much better than it was. There's probably a few other things I could do on the turbo side of things to bring sort of that power band a little bit further down versus like staying so high up and making it feel better across the board. I might have sized the turbo like slightly too big, but overall, like the car feels so good. I just miss this car, but it seems like everything's working. Like I really haven't had a proper shakedown in this car, because one of the first issues that we had was low oil pressure because of a faulty oil pressure regulator. And yeah, this, I feel like this kind of counts as the first initial rips in this thing, and it feels great. It's the very first Rotary I've ever had that the oil temp is the same as the water temp.
That's pretty crazy, given that you were on the limiter the whole time.
Yeah, it was like maybe max we saw on each one, if I'm being honest. It was like 214, but it was 214.
What do you think that they wouldn't wire the same sensor for oil and water, right? Like,
no, they adjusted. They like they cooled off differently, but like so far the engine seems great. This is really like the first initial like test hits in it. I did already say on camera that I might have gone a little too far on the 4.3. Maybe a 4.1 would have been mint, but I feel like you can kind of always say that, and that's why drifters end up going quick change, because it's all these different formulas versus if I had a Winters in there, I could just boom, make my own formula and dial it in perfect.
You know what this feels like? You're drifting at 350Z in second gear, but with an extremely loud exhaust but a different note. Instead of being like a trombone, it's more like a trombone with a can added to it and some brap. But
me and Adam driving the S15s together with his like SR loudness and then my 13B loudness, it might honestly break sound. I don't know. Something weird might happen.
I think they won't be able to hear Adam's car. This is louder.
Is it louder still?
It's louder, but it's a good loud. It's a nice, tame, like edge of how loud you want it limit, but not obnoxiously loud. It's like cool loud.
As you saw, Alberto whipped up the end of the exhaust, and we have two vibrant, ultra quiet resonators on here, just stacking them. That was kind of the formula for the 3-rotor. It was like, well, 3 soundproofing mechanisms. We have a race muffler, a resonator, and a tie muffler on there. It could be quieter, but this is great. Like starting it up, it's not painful.
And it's easy. It was easy to fabricate. I do wish I would have done a 4-inch tip on it, but the bumper wouldn't allow me. I brought a nice 4-inch pipe. I was like, yeah, it's not gonna fit, so we had to do the 3-inch pipe so it fits with the diffuser without cutting anything, so that will work. It looks kind of funny on my end, but it sounds good.
Hey, we're rushing to an event, so we might do something else with the tip later on, but right now this is literally getting loaded in like an hour, and we just wanted to shake it down because I have other plans for the E46 that came up. So that car is going one direction, this one's going Colorado for Slush, but I'm pumped. I love S chassis. Like, I do think it was the right move still for the E chassis for FD, but man, every time I get in an S chassis, it just feels so good. Like, I don't know how to describe it. I don't really know exactly what I like in cars yet when it comes to my driving style and with drifting, but man, S chassis just feels so good, and I'm really excited to have this out at its first official event in like 3 days. So, big success. Few new mods on here, and we have more coming.